teacher educators a professional development perspective. In this module, we will discuss uh, the teacher educators. Here, I mean we will not discuss teacher professionalism, and in here we will discuss teacher educators professionalism. And the teacher educator is the one who teaches the teachers. The teacher of the students of the in simple words I can say that the person who teaches the students of the B.Ed and M.Ed, particularly the B.Ed, he is a teacher educator. So in this module we will discuss a professional development perspective, how the process of what are the aspects of the professional development of the teacher educator. If I am teacher, what way I improve my teaching? If I am teacher educator, what way and how can I improve my teaching? So there may be two approaches, two separate identities, and there are separate identities and separate things. One is the teacher and other is the teacher educator. Though they are separate identities, though they are separate things, but their roles and their activities and their professional practice is very closely defined, are considered as a closer things, are very close in terms of describe the things in terms of the acquiring of the things. For example, if I teacher, I need to acquire this type of the skills. As a teacher educators, in addition to those skills which are supposedly be possessed or acquired by simply a teacher, that must be there. In addition to those skills and the competencies, what else one should possess, that is the teacher educator. This has been very important to talk or the debate of the educationists that not only in Pakistan but throughout the world, that what kind of the professional competencies and the skills a teacher educator should possess. How to improve the teacher educator? How to enhance? What is the list of the competency of the teacher educators? This is really a debate throughout the world. The teacher educators basically are those who work in the higher education and for pre-service and in-service training of the teachers. Higher education means for the degree level programs. They are at one hand higher education teacher, and the other hand they are teacher educator. For example, if you are a university teacher, you are the lecturer of English, you would be at one hand English teacher, and the other hand you are a higher education teacher. Basically, this category is considered as or well known as a teacher of higher education or higher education teacher, or the primary education teacher, secondary education teacher, college education teacher. Then you can name it higher education teacher or the university education teacher. So the most common understanding or the word that is used for define the role of the teachers is a higher education teacher if he or she is working in the university. The person who is teaching English at the university level, he is basically the teacher at higher education level. But the teacher who is teaching any subjects in the B.Ed and M.Ed, at one hand he is the teacher of higher education, and on other hand simultaneously he is working as a teacher educator. The teacher educators basically are those, as I mentioned earlier, for the pre-service and in-service education. They work in the teacher education institutions, teacher training colleges, and the faculty of education and the department of education. They are basically involved in the professional development or the professional practices of the teachers. For example, when I am teacher of the university and teaching the B.Ed students, I am concerned, I am the relevant person for the development of the professional practice of the teachers. There are various complexities in the role of the teacher educator. For example, basically, he himself undergoes different roles. When he is a student at the B.Ed, he is supposed to spend one semester as an internee to teach at the school level. Then for the advanced education, he also focuses on the entire system of education. If he is directly appointed higher education institutions, he is really carrying with her the experience of the school education. Therefore, this is commonly known as there are fault lines that really influence the professional development of the teacher educator. There are fault lines because the teacher has initially worked in the school education, then he is playing the role in higher education, then he is playing the work as the teacher educator. So these three different roles that becomes the fault lines where he is really fitting and what is the proper fittest for that teacher. And being the teacher educator means aware of the teacher educators have the to become the model in the teaching, the model for the teachers, school teachers, which are undergoing training, pre-service training or the in-service training. So he has to be the role model. In doing the teachers educator, in doing so, the teacher educator should not only be the mere model to teach and teach as they preach. Role model means teach as they preach. For example, if we say that one should be honest, I myself should prove by practice that I am honest. When I say that the good teacher, as a competency of the teacher or the characteristics of the teacher, when I say that the teacher should be punctual, then I should practice myself. Then I preach myself. But they should also explain their underlying thoughts and the beliefs. The model of the teacher education demands a lot in terms of the personal and practical and theoretical professional development. The model of teacher education is very complex. That's based on the three aspects: personal development, practical development, and the theoretical professional development. Because he is working in the higher education level, and the higher education level means working in the university and teaching the students of the B.Ed that are the future teachers, and that the teacher should not, the teacher educator being the teacher of higher education, and the teacher educator should not only be the role model and practicing as they preach, but he should know, he should be professionally competent of not only transmitting or inculcating, transmitting these things, but to create and generate this type of the things, scholarly things. The menu of many teacher educators then included requiring new established forms of the teacher qualification. There are different countries, there are different teacher education qualification. The teacher should go for that, should possess for that, for the teaching qualification, and attend additional training and additional qualification activities, and for the research projects, etc. The professional training models for teacher educators. For teacher educators, I already emphasized that here we are not talking about the teacher. We are talking about the teacher educators. So what are those professional training models? One is award bearing model. To become the senior teacher educators or the advanced level educators, you have to get the higher level of education. That's called the award bearing model. That are the in the field of the teacher education, you possess master's level, MPhil, MS, and the PhD in the teacher education. And other is a deficit model. This is a continuous professional development model, and this defines that what kind of the deficiencies you have in your mind. For example, when you go from class B.Ed to M.Ed, after qualifying your B.Ed, you should be very wise in jotting down on the paper that what really deficiencies you still have as a competent teacher, efficient teacher, good teachers. So for your further qualification or your further professional practice in the field, you should be much cognizant of those deficiencies and through different ways and means and the models and the interventions, you should improve those deficiencies. And this is the deficit model. Cascade model. And these are basically traditional models of the practices that are applicable not only in the teacher educator, but for the teachers, but for the medical practitioners, for the engineers, etc. The cascade models, first you gain the training and then you deliver those trainings and yourself become the master trainer. And coaching and the mentoring model. This is basically the when we talk about the community, when we talk about the collaborative learning and community of the practice, then you create such type of the environment with your peer group or the senior groups, and you get coaching and the mentoring from the seniors. Action research model. In this model, teacher, we are talking about the teacher educator. Teacher educator does not only is not supposed to create the knowledge or they create the scholarly work, but what he is practicing in his or her class, what are those issues, and he has to explore those issues and give the solution of those issues. This is also one of the model of developing professionally. Transformative model. This is for basically for the overall improvement, overall transformation from one paradigm to another paradigm. This is entire overhauling of one's personality, one's professional identity, etc. On the basis of this discussion, we can say that the professional development as a teacher educator, it does not mean that learning to teach better. The teacher educator is not that I should learn, I should acquire the knowledge, how to teach a better way. It's finding the ways of being, finding the ways of being, how I am a good, how is effective is my identity, and learning with our student teachers, and with each other. During induction, when I am appointed as a teacher educator, supporting the professional development of teachers, teacher educators as a scholar, and researchers is there an essential aspect of professional development of this group of the teacher educators. Research and advancement in the knowledge and advancement of the skills is basically the basic requisite of an efficient teacher educator.